Our top focus on Newspoint remains on the Russia-Ukraine war. Amid the recent escalation, the U.S. has called on both sides to return to the negotiating table. The war on Ukraine has entered its fifth year with the highest number of civilian casualties recorded. And now the U.S. statements come after UN officials warned that drone warfare was inflicting mounting civilian casualties and transforming daily life near the front line. UN Aid Chief Tom Fletcher, who visited Ukraine last week, described parts of Kherson as a dystopian landscape of kill zones and kamikaze drones. U.S. representative to the UN, Dan Negria, has said that Washington is prepared to help facilitate talks between Moscow and Kyiv. Now, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky also dropped a hint on talks with Moscow. He said there will be a diplomatic track with Russia on the attacks in the Black Sea that have curbed Ukraine's export capabilities. He also added several countries would be involved in the negotiations.
A few countries will work on this. There's a diplomatic process. A negotiation track will take place with the Russians. Also, there is protection in the format of strengthening the air defenses of the grain corridor.
As Ukraine celebrates its 35th Independence Day, allies pledged to keep up their support and Russia's escalating attacks amid all of that, despite threats from Moscow. Air defense supplies were the main priority at the meeting of 30 leaders of the so-called coalition of the willing. The meeting was jointly chaired by France and Germany and United Kingdom. Well, UK Prime Minister Andy Burnham was in Kyiv along with other European leaders and EU Council President Antonio Costa, while Bloomberg has even reported that Burnham and other European leaders plan to visit US to seek Patriot missiles for Ukraine next month. Ukraine has also signed a deal to provide Britain access to Avengers, an AI data set containing millions of battlefield images. This data set is used to train autonomous drones as well. The UK Prime Minister said the data could help protect airports, prisons, railways and critical energy sites. In the meeting of the coalition of the willing, French President Emmanuel Macron warned that the European countries that Russia will try to escalate against countries helping Kyiv. Joining remotely, Macron also called for Kyiv's allies to increase the fight against Russia's shadow fleet. As the European Commission pledges to continue supporting Ukraine, it has approved a further $7.12 billion in financial aid for the war-torn country. This fund will help Ukraine to procure new defense systems such as air defense, missiles, ammunition and radars. Well, now, amid the renewed support for Ukraine, Russia has even warned United Kingdom. The Kremlin said that Britain has been preventing peace in Ukraine by giving Kyiv information needed to produce Scalp long-range missiles. Moscow has also threatened to destroy plants manufacturing Scalp missiles. More than 50 UN member states urged Russia to accept a full and unconditional ceasefire in Ukraine. Countries have also urged Moscow to return back to talks aimed at lasting peace.